What's up, y'all? What's up? Valhalla Sports Talk is on the air. It's official, y'all. The Dodgers on their Twitter X page just announced that the one, the only, perhaps the best player in the history of baseball, Shohei Ohtani, is officially a Los Angeles Dodger, and Valhalla Sports Talk is here for all the action. What's up, everybody? What's up? Valhalla in the house. I hope you're all doing well. I've been refreshing Twitter all day long, y'all, and it finally happened. 19 minutes ago. 19 minutes ago, the Dodgers release a tweet. Actually, 25 minutes ago. I'm going to read that tweet or actually show it to you right now. But we got 10 in the house. I'm not seeing any chat, but it might be hung up from earlier. Bingo Lingo in the house. Dave Rhodes in the house. Christopher Aviles up in here, up in here. Was watching for this is Dave Rhodes. Yep, 10 in the house right now. We'll probably pick up more. But let's go through the actual tweet that announced Ohtani to the Dodgers. It's a four-part tweet. A four-part tweet, okay? Let me get this set up so that you can see it properly. Twitter grab, it says. All right, let's just do it this way here. Let's do the full screen grab here. But here's what it reads. The Los Angeles Dodgers have signed two-time American League Most Valuable Player, Shohei Ohtani, to a 10-year contract. Ohtani joins the Dodgers after spending 6 seasons with the Los Angeles Angels. The three-time All-Star has hit .274, .366, and .556 with a .922 OPS, with 171 home runs, 437 RBIs during his MLB career, while posting a 38-19 record with a 3.01 earned run average and 608 strikeouts in 4,812 and a third innings across 86 starts. Dodger fans, thank you for welcoming me to your team, said Ohtani. I can say 100% that you, the Dodgers organization, and I share the same goal, to bring a World Series parade to the streets of Los Angeles. On behalf of the LA Dodgers, our fans everywhere, we welcome Shohei Ohtani to the Dodgers, the home of Jackie Robinson, Sandy Koufax, and Hideo Nomo, 3 of the sport's most legendary and path-breaking players. We congratulate him on his historic contract with our storied franchise, said Mark Walter, chairman of the Los Angeles Dodgers and Guggenheim Baseball. He went further. Shohei is a once-in-a-generational talent and one of the most exciting professional athletes in the world. Our players, staff, management, and owners look forward to working together with Shohei to help the Dodgers continue to add and improve and strive for excellence on the field. Together with Shohei, we will work to help grow the number of and breadth of people around the world who enjoy the excitement of Major League Baseball. The 29-year-old Ohtani was voted the 2023 American League Most Valuable Player by the Baseball Writers Association of America, winning the award unanimously for the second time in his career and becoming the first player in Major League Baseball history to win the award unanimously more than once. He is the 28th player in MLB history to win the award multiple times and the 16th player in American League history to win multiple MVP awards. During his stellar 2023 campaign, Ohtani clubbed 44 home runs, drove in 95 runs while hitting .304, .412, and .654 with a 1.066 OPS, as well as going 10-5 with a 3.14 ERA and 167 strikeouts in 23 starts on the mound. In July, Ohtani was selected to his third consecutive All-Star game as both a pitcher and a position player, In addition to home runs, on base percentage, slugging percentage, and OPS, Ohtani led the AL in extra base hits with 78, total bases with 325, while finished second in the in the intentional walks, 21. He was third in triples with 8, fourth in batting average at 304, tied for fourth in runs at 102, and fifth in walks at 91. He also led the American League pitchers in opponents' batting average while finishing second in strikeouts per 9 innings. The two-way player won his first AL MVP award in 2021, 46 homers, 26 doubles, 8 triples, 100 RBIs, 103 runs, 26 stolen bases, 155 games, going 9-2 with a 3.18 ERA. So let's go on further. Ohtani also won the 2023 World Baseball Classic for his home country of Japan. In that tournament, he batted .435 with a 1.345 OPS while going 2-0 on the mound with a 1.86 ERA against the best players in baseball. He did strike out Mike Trout to end it and clinch the game for Team Japan. A quick shout out to the few that are in the house, the 22, Bingo Lingo, Christopher Aviles, Christopher D. The big three will be tough to deal with, says Rhodes. Truth. All right, so it's a 4-part statement that the Dodgers put out here. Talk more about his professional history, where he came from, and all that good stuff, but it ends up with a number of his accomplishments as well. The Dodgers' rich tradition with Japan began when the team was still in Brooklyn. Man, I'm excited, y'all. I am freaking excited. And then this afternoon, the news came out, and I don't know that this is confirmed yet, chat. But it was some of the big beat writers that have been reporting it and talking about it. But of this $400 million contract that Ohtani signed with the Dodgers, he's going to defer $380 million of that to 10 years from now. All right. So as far as the salary cap, or as far as according to what the Dodgers are paying players per year, Ohtani will count just $2 million against the salary cap for the next 10 years. Now, after that, the Dodgers have to pay the piper for the next 10 years after that. But at least for the next 10 years, it's $2 million a year for the best player, perhaps the best player in the history of baseball. And he's going to be a Los Angeles Dodger. Now, he will not pitch this year, obviously because of his second Tommy John surgery. So this I think is twofold here. The reason why he deferred these payments. One, he's a smart businessman. One thing is he is a very, very smart businessman from the sounds of it. He goes into this, and instead of paying the state of California all those taxes on his income for the next 10 years, he defers it, all but $2 million a year. He defers it 10 years out. 10 years from now, before he starts getting paid the big bucks, he'll just move out of California if the tax laws aren't better at that time. So Ohtani currently, according to the Los Angeles Times, and we'll get into this a little bit in just a minute here, but according to the LA Times, Ohtani currently, just from his endorsement deals, is making north of $40 million a year. So don't feel too bad for Shohei. He still will be making the big bucks, but 40 million of it will be from endorsements and 2 million from this contract. See what everyone's saying. Can't wait to get my Ohtani jersey. I'm going to talk to you about that too, Chimpy, in just a moment. Brandon Green says the NFL has backloaded contracts for years. Brady did team-friendly deals, says Baden Green. Welcome to the channel, Baden. Did you see how the contract? I'm talking about that right now. Pretty Gal says it reminds me of when the Dodgers got Hideo Nomo. Yeah, this is crazy, y'all. This is absolutely insane. The Dodgers. Now, keep in mind, y'all, this whole contract thing, you know whose idea it was to defer all that money? It was Shohei Ohtani's. He wants the Dodgers to do whatever it takes to bring another championship to Los Angeles. And he wants to be part of that. Robert Prado checks in the chat, says, hello, we've got 22 in the house, y'all. Share this out on your social media. Let's get some Dodger fans in here. JJ Vikings checks into the chat. What's up, buddy? But yeah, this is just a groundbreaking contract, a groundbreaking deal, and perhaps the biggest moment in Dodgers history, other than their World Series titles. Totally awesome, says Rhodes. I'm rooting for your Dodgers too, says JJ. Clayton Lockhart checks into the chat. What's up, Clayton? But yeah, this is nuts, y'all. So Ohtani's idea was to backload the contract. He went apparently to all the teams. So a lot of the crying that's going out there from other teams in the MLB, he apparently did talk to other teams, and he apparently did offer them the same type deal. But I think Ohtani's heart was always in Los Angeles, and I think he wanted to play for the Los Angeles Dodgers. So he gets his wish. The Dodgers are happy. He's happy. I am kind of curious if the contract will hold any language to hold the Dodgers to paying their fair share for more talent on the field. Otherwise, this would be like a bad deal for Ohtani if they were to stop spending. But the Dodgers have never been that team. They've always done whatever they needed to do to put a quality product on the field for us, and just an exciting time, y'all. I'm going to get into a little bit more of this contract stuff. As I mentioned, the LA Times did an article last year that said that Ohtani, in endorsements alone, was making north of $40 million a year. So he won't be have to be go eating at the Circle K or nothing like that. This is beyond exciting, says Rhodes. Yeah, by the sound of it. So let me show you some of this stuff here, y'all. Let me show you some interesting stuff here. Just before I came on, I was checking out some of this stuff, but here is the actual post from the Dodgers and a video welcoming Shohei to the Dodgers. I don't know if there's any sound. I don't think so. Oh no, they've done more than. So there's the welcome tweet. They did it in the Best in Show, welcome to Los Angeles. And then it looks like they did it in Japanese below it as well. But I'll let you see the little video they posted. A little welcome deal there. Some hentai, I guess that's called. Or what is that? I don't know what that's called. And then they say it's showtime. Announce Ohtani done, says Los Angeles Dodgers. We've done it. We've announced him. And they say it is showtime. Now, do you want to know what kind of excitement is out there? Remember, I mentioned that he had a number of what's the word I'm looking for? Endorsement contracts. One of those endorsement contracts is with the group Fanatics. A lot of us buy a lot of our team gear from Fanatics. But look what Fanatics, I noticed this at noon today, was when this was released. Okay? Noon today, Fanatics put out that the Ohtani jerseys were available for pre-order. That was at noon today. If you look at this little section right here, I don't know if you can see my mouse on your screen. Yeah, you can. You see all the sizes of the jerseys? You see how they're all whited out? This is a pre-order. These jerseys will probably be delivered to people sometime around July, is my guess. There is no pre-order anymore, y'all. It's over. And these are the expensive ones. These are the $350 jerseys, not the ones that are made out of cotton. These are the polyester jobbies. But if you didn't get one like me, you won't be getting one just yet. So Yamamoto is next, says slam my face. When I saw it, I jumped on Discord to tell you, says Rhodes. I already bought mine, says slam my face. RM checks in the chat, says, what's haggling? Yep, they're all gone, y'all. There ain't no more left. So he obviously, so he's already making money, y'all. He's already making money. And then if you look at Fanatics, just the website for Fanatics alone, and do a search at the top for Shohei Ohtani, it looks like these home replica jerseys are still available in all the sizes. Okay, so the less expensive ones, the ones that are made out of cotton that don't have the red number on the front, they're still available. $134 in all the sizes. So you can still get one. There is a T-shirt available. There's a ladies' jersey as well for the 134. A Dodgers T-shirt and a 10x15 jersey number player plaque is available with Dodger stuff. The rest of it is Angel stuff. I imagine he's still making a little skrilla off that too. And I imagine a lot of these pictures are going to change into blue and white in the next 6 months or so. But there's a T-shirt celebrating his MVP, a plaque celebrating his MVP, a number of different jerseys, cards, autograph cards. There's a Beckett graded 10 baseball card autographed by Ohtani, $2,799. But yeah, there's like 8 pages of just Ohtani stuff on Fanatics currently, who he is signed with contractually. Okay. One of the other groups that is one of his big endorsement deals is his endorsement deal with New Balance. They don't have a lot of Ohtani gear, just the sneakers that he wears, obviously. But they do have this one T-shirt here that is starting to sell out a little bit. That reads the unicorn. It shows him in a pitching stance and a hitting stance. Should have done it 3 months ago, says Kerm. DJ Shibby Jr. says, hey, buddy. What's up, DJ? Pretty Girl checks in. Ohtani wants multiple World Series rings, gives Team Dodgers a huge chance to get him in the next 10 years. GH Gate going to go crazy. Joe Kelly voluntarily gave up the number 17. He probably talked to that about that during his contract negotiation. Says, hey, if you're going to get him, I'll give up the number. That's cool, says Ricky. What happens, says Summer O? What's going on, man? It's been officially announced on Twitter that Ohtani is a Dodger. I hope they have some Japanese themed food. No, I'm sure they will. Homie doesn't know who Shohei Ohtani is. His deferred contract was genius for him and the Dodgers, says moderator Hall of Fame. Absolutely. Absolutely. I want to talk a little bit about that, y'all. I want to talk a little bit about that contract here and why I think that Ohtani is playing financial chess while the rest of us are playing checkers. This guy is already pulling in north of 40 million a year on his endorsements alone, and the California state tax, the income tax there is oppressive. So what do? You defer all but 20 million of it. You defer 380 million 10 years from now. 10 years from now, when your playing career is probably over or getting close to being over, you look around at the landscape and you say to yourself, is California where I want to live? And then maybe you move to a state that doesn't have those taxes. In the meantime, he's got a deferred payments due that total 380 million. Any bank in the world will loan money on deferred money. It's done all the time. It's something that a former president that's in trouble now has done. And yeah, every bank in the world will loan money on those deferred payments. So in reality, y'all, this $400 million contract over time will be worth more, I believe, as far as if he were to ever try to do anything like, as an example, purchase a professional sports team. He could borrow the money to purchase a sports team using that 380 million as collateral. And they give on those type of loans, those type of business loans, the interest rates are much lower than you and I can get when we go purchase a car or whatever. What's up, Michael Negrete? Some fabric shop in Bangladesh just got an order for 1 million Ohtani jerseys. Joe Kelly's going to wear 99? Shohei Ohtani, that's my quarterback, says Johnny G. Kelly will be wearing 58, says Kerm. Got battle. I heard they are going to have a mini Dodgers called the Shoheis. Yeah, interesting. Interesting. But yeah, what a shock, y'all. So what happens in the next few days here? The Dodgers are obviously open for business. I almost guarantee that there had to be some language in this contract to protect Ohtani from the Dodgers just saying, okay, we got our meal ticket. Let's not put any more talent on the field. And he only took 2 million from us each year, so let's just watch the money roll in from new endorsements for the Dodger organization, naming rights, NIL, name, image, likeness contracts, all that stuff. So it should. I'm hoping. I'm not hoping. I guess I anticipate that there must be some language in there that the Dodgers have to spend at least up to that luxury tax threshold every year. In the meantime, the Doyers sell merchandise, suites, and probably win a World Series with you, making billions on him alone. Truth. Truth. I mean, you start talking about like documentaries. I wouldn't be shocked if, as spring training rolls around, we have like a Hard Knocks type show that follows the Dodgers or follows just Shohei throughout spring training. The Dodgers, the first game for the Dodgers with Ohtani will be a game in Korea against the San Diego Padres. I believe that's in March or so. Ohtani's contract in yen equals a bunch of numbers, says Kerm. You just broke my brain and my eyes, Kerm, says Mr. Summer O. 2 million helps the luxury tax big time. Truth. But it means that anybody that's out there right now is still available. So if they want to go get his homie and bring him in to pitch as well, the Dodgers made it very clear that their intent is to get a couple frontline players here, a couple starting pitchers in this offseason here. So, and then I was also thinking about what this opens up for. Let's say the Dodgers announce in the next few days that Yamamoto is coming. Okay, that Yamamoto is going to join Shohei, his Japanese countryman, on the Dodgers. And then let's say maybe they sign maybe a middle range starter as well, knowing that Ohtani is not going to pitch next year. The Dodgers, they've got that farm organization that is still the best in the business, right? They're still sitting there with Bobby Miller. They're still sitting there with May. They're still sitting there with Bueller. Kershaw is still under contract. I mean, he's on the roster. Let's put it that way. His contract is running out, but he's still on the roster. But the Dodgers get Ohtani, and they haven't lost anything in the process. They haven't lost a single trade piece. It doesn't sound like they lost much AAV, right? So I mean, if there's literally the world is wide open for the Dodgers right now. If they've got anybody that they want, Randy Arozarena, as an example. If they need right hand and hitting, if something happens during the season like last year where we start losing pitchers and they need to pick one up, they're going to be in a prime position with the assets necessary to make that happen. Y'all, they're going to be able to do that, I think. Yeah, glad the Giants didn't get him, says Ricky. Joe Kelly asking Ohtani for a new mariachi uniform in a 67 Chevy. The Dodgers were behind by 300 followers days ago. I've noticed. I looked just before I came on X or Twitter. What are we supposed to call that? The Dodgers have gained almost a million followers just today. The Dodgers have gained almost a million followers just today. They're close to 3.5 million, and Ohtani has like 6.5 million of his own on his page. What did RM say? Pitching, 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 bro, says Mickey. Yamamoto, here we come, says we'll go lightly. We need pitching mad. I say Dodgers get Yamamoto and Snell, says Vintage. I don't know. I don't know. Angels have to be kicking themselves for not making a trade with the Dodgers. Absolutely. Apparently, that guy never trades. Moreno never trades guys whose contracts are expiring. But I was thinking about this earlier this morning, how dumb that was, because the Angels could have got a haul for him. They could have got an absolute haul for Shohei at the trade deadline. And not only that, but they could have been in the Ohtani sweepstakes this week. They could have tried to sign him back from the Dodgers after they gave him the talent. So, could James Outman have been an Angel? Could some of these pitchers, Grove, some of these young pitchers we got, could they have been in Angel uniforms? Yeah, they absolutely crapped the bed there. They, by the way, yesterday removed his mural from the front of Angel Stadium. I am Rhodes, but the Angels are too dumb to know, says Summer O. I'm worried that ticket prices are going to be insane because of all the bandwagoners. I think you'll have the secondary ticket market is going to be pretty rough, y'all. For those first games, at least, the secondary market is going to be crazy. I don't think the Dodgers will raise season ticket price any more than they would have anyway. But that secondary market is going to be absolutely insane, y'all. Can you say cha-ching, says Michael Negrete. Mickey Kim, do we really want to cough up 300 million for 5'8 Yamamoto? I guess 3 Japanese Cy Youngs and being 25, he's the perfect Japanese Robin to Otani's Batman. I think they're like homies, dude. I think they like hang out. Aren't the Angels owned by Disney, says Patriot Roy D? I don't think so. I think they're owned by that Moreno fella. Ram says 5'8 doesn't matter. Pedro was short too. Agreed at raising ticket prices or concession, barring a buck or so. Yeah, it might be a buck here and there, but it was going to happen anyway, the way with inflation, the way it's going these days. But yeah, all the talk the last 3 days was how the Dodgers got shafted on this deal. You know, I'm pushing, that big 5-5 number. 10 years from now, I don't give a damn what they're paying Ohtani. Let's try to get me like let me try to get a couple World Series in there, You know what I mean? Tickets for that Seoul Korea game will be cheap. A cheap flight away from Japan. Pedro was 5'11. Yeah. Hey, we got 45 in the house. I appreciate you joining me to join in on my excitement. I'm going to do a lot of Dodger live streams this year, just like I've done the last 4 years, y'all. But I'm also going to try to do some standalone content as well. So if you're new, hit that subscribe button. Like this video, helps me out on the YouTube algorithm. And turn on the bell notification if you want to know when I go online. It's the Ducks that are owned by Disney, says Alfonso. Marcus Stroman, I think, is 5'7", so I guess he has the perfect comp. Dave says this was an ideal contract. And it was his idea, y'all. It was Ohtani's idea. That's what I can't get over, that it was his idea to structure it this way. But it is official, y'all. Let me show you that Twitter again. Dodgers official Twitter page, and they say it's showtime. It is showtime. I could have swore I saw their followers go up. I thought their followers like 3.5. Now they're posting him, y'all. Now they're posting him 4 minutes ago. Shohei Ohtani is a Los Angeles Dodger. Let's go, baby. It's showtime, it says. And then the little video. What is this type of animation called, chat? I don't know. I think I always say the wrong word. I think I always say the wrong word. The other one trending there is Cody Bellinger, y'all. It sounds like the Bellinger Toronto thing might be real. Apparently, the Yankees are out on Cody. Apparently, the Yankees are out on Cody Bellinger, saying they don't like his numbers as far as how hard he hits the ball. Mike says, Valhalla, I like the name Blue Crew Report. Appreciate it. We have a fun time here, says Rhodes. I saw that he earned 40 million on ad money. That would on ad money. Mickey, it was on I've got it here. Here it is right here from Google. Here it is from Google here. I did a search for how much does Ohtani make in endorsements and royalties. And it came up to 45 million annually. The most marketable player in Major League Baseball, the Los Angeles Angels were believed to make more than 20 million annually off his same markability. So even the Angels, after Ohtani pockets 45 million, the Angels made 20 million. We're going to pay him 2 million for the next 10 years. Ohtani's net worth was 20 million 10 hours ago. That's going up considerably. And there it is saying he's going to defer all but 2 million of his annual salary. 68 million of the 70 million will be paid from 2034 to 2043. Yeah, anime, that's what it is. Dodgers game tickets will be bought in bulk by Japanese travel agencies now. Ohtani announces his signing himself before the media. It was total class, as Mr. Summer. Yeah, he announced it on what Instagram, right? If authentic jerseys are sold out at 300 pesos, the replicas are surely gone too. No, there were some of the replicas available. RM. Here, I'll show you. Here's the replicas. You know, the ones without the number that are made mostly of cotton. Um, I've never owned an authentic jersey, but this one here, 134, and they have all the sizes available. Now, again, it's a pre-order item. Pre-order item. This item will not ship in time for Christmas delivery. Quantities are limited to 2 jerseys per size, 8 jerseys per order. But yeah, it's these ones that have already sold out in half a day. The actual authentic ones. And you can't go light in the pocket on those, y'all. After you pay shipping and handling to Fanatics, you're close to $100, y'all. Close to a hundo. Oh, there's going to be all year we're going to hear about people who get paid more than Ohtani But it's not true, y'all. It's not true. They might get paid more than Ohtani um, from their MLB team, but they ain't even in his ball in his wheelhouse when it comes to real money. Angels did used to be owned by Disney Corp, says Patriot Roy D. But yeah, these ones, as you see, y'all, they're sold out. You can't pick a number, a size number. You can't pick a pre-order. It's over, y'all. It's over for now. Sold to Moreno in 2003. I am waiting for the Ohtani underwear, says Summer O. You weirdo. Let me see what else there is on Fanatics. So they have these T-shirts as well. It looks like they only set you back 40 bones, but they're Ohtani will be part owner of the Dodgers when he retires. Mark my words. He has this all planned out, says Los Doyers. Yeah, he could. He could. Definitely could. I predict, y'all. I predict that he will get the hell out of Los Angeles if the tax situation is the same as it is now. Now that Peter Angelos is selling the Orioles, Art Moreno now takes the cake for being the worst owner in baseball, says Mickey Kim. Still no still no mention about a press conference to announce it. Is it possible that there won't be one? Is there possible the Dodgers don't have a press conference? We got 35 likes, 239 views, chat. Connie's wife will be on Housewives of Beverly Hills next year, says RM. They can't make the jerseys fast enough, says Rhodes. Anyone know what Otani's dog name is? I heard, I saw a rumor that his dog's name, this came up in the days before the signing, and apparently, or it came up in the past, and apparently, Ohtani said he didn't want to say. But the rumor is that his dog's name is Dodger. Dodger dog. But yeah, still 51 hanging out with me tonight. I know we got NFL football going on tonight. 2 Monday night football games. So those of us that paid for Sunday ticket continue to lose game after game. VST K9 News says Summer O. But man, the explosion today, y'all, the explosion today when it was first reported, this was hilarious, y'all. I guess it was somewhere around 4 o'clock. The Lakers tweeted out that they were going to have a banner for the NBA Cup championship that they just won. They're going to put the banner up by the other banners. It will have room on it so they can add years to it should the Lakers win the NBA Cup more than once. But I immediately tweeted that here we go. The LA sports haters are about to get pissed. And they did. And then just 35 minutes later, the news breaks that Ohtani deferred all but $2 million a year over 10 years of that salary. And I said, oh, here we go again. Local and national media would have a fit if they didn't have a presser, says Travis. Trade for Trout. We could. How badly does Trout want out of Anaheim? I don't know. The one MWR or whatever that has the Angel channel, he said today on his video that Trout has never indicated that he wanted out of Anaheim. There are Ohtani socks, says Geeky Ghosty. LA has the two biggest stars, LeBron James, Shohei Ohtani. The Lakers will be hanging an Ohtani banner up too, says Los Doyers. Did I hear Ohtani wrote Dodgers 2020 World Series champs in a school notebook? I never heard that. I never heard that. That would be wild, though. That would be wild. Bang Bang says, congratulations on acquiring Ohtani. Ohtani could have become a basketball player because of Magic Johnson. So it was a close call. So another thing I was thinking of today, LeBron was pretty vocal the other night um, during the celebration of the winning of that NBA Cup with Silver, the commissioner of the NBA, that he wanted to bring a NBA expansion team to Las Vegas. Um, if I'm LeBron, knowing how these things go, because it's usually billionaires that buy sports franchise, not millionaires. So I don't know if LeBron alone has what it takes to purchase a Big Four franchise in America. So maybe LeBron takes a trip down to Dodger Stadium and has a sit down with Ohtani. And as I mentioned, if you've got that kind of money deferred, like if you've won the lottery and the money is sitting there in an annuity to be paid out over so many years, you can borrow on that for relatively low interest rates. So maybe he talks to Ohtani and maybe they are co-owners of the NBA team in Las Vegas. Ohtani likes the Japanese basketball anime Slam Dunk, which features a cool player modeled after Magic. Kareem will always be the greatest star in LA to me, says Mickey. Yamamoto is a Dodger fan, says Michael Negrete. Yamamoto was courtside at a Laker game earlier last week. He was in the second row, actually. LeBron is a billionaire. Yeah, but you got to be a multi-billionaire, bro, to buy these sports franchises. You could have a net worth of $1 billion, but that don't mean you have $1 billion to spend on a team. Vintage Edit says Angels wasted Trout ever since the 2014 ALDS. Yeah. Michael Jordan could be in on that NBA team as well, I suppose. But it's official, y'all. The Dodgers have made it official on their X account. Dodgers have signed two-time American League Most Valuable Player Shohei Ohtani to a 10-year contract. 20-year contract. 20-year contract. I did see a tweet as well that said this is not against the NBA collective bargaining agreement. There's a specific section in there that specifically says that teams can defer whatever the hell they want for however long they want. And it's in the CBA. Is it true the Dodgers are interested in Josh Hader? I don't know. I've been concentrating on Ohtani, bro. Let's go, says Eddie Arcio. Faint Tomcat, do we know if the Blue Jays had an offer? If so, how long, how much? I don't know the exact specifics. I think Ohtani did talk to the Jays, though. But part of me thinks that and this is just a guess, right? Just an absolute pulling it out of my booty guess. I'm thinking that when that whole thing went down, with the plane flight to Toronto and all that stuff, I'm thinking that that day was when the heavy negotiating happened and when this deal was closed. This is telling me that this is when that deal was closed. So I don't know if the Dodgers were at Ohtani's home or if Ohtani was with them. Um, but I have a feeling that the whole plane thing was to kind of slow down some of that momentum, some of that angst in the sports world as people were clamoring to find anything. I'm thinking that that's probably exactly when this thing was locked in. I heard that the Dodgers threw the last 100 million, like an extra 100 million, during that time frame. Is it true? I don't know. Magic too. What's up, Paul Charles? Yeah, we're pretty happy, Paul. Magic is busy owning the franchise formerly known as the Redskins. Rest in peace, says Mickey. I did see the Blue Jays offered 6 to 650. Blue Jays offered Ohtani over 600 million for 11 or 12. Ohtani will be making his pitch to get Yamamoto. Faint Tomcat, $20 Dodger Dogs. Okay, Faint Tomcat. What's Yamamoto going to cost? I don't know. I think I've heard numbers like 300 million. Here's some guy named Jack saying that they signed Yamamoto. They did not. But here you go, y'all. This is what they're out there talking about. They're saying the clear next move for the Dodgers should be to pursue now that we know how much money they saved on Ohtani's contract. Yoshinobu Yamamoto. They already got him in the 18. Yama's going to get 250 a mil for 9. Dodgers over offered Ohtani 700 million in the Dodger dog. Cheapest tickets reported $330 at the top standing room only enjoy, says Alex. Yeah, the secondary market is going to be crazy, Alex. The secondary market will be crazy. Hard to speculate what happened. Dodger fans are glad he chose him. Pundits say 300 million in for him, but some will pay more, says Summerode. We're gonna put out 300 million for 10 years? I know we're not, Mickey. I guarantee that none of it'll come out of my wallet. I don't know about you. Maybe you be dropping the Dodgers a fiver when they need it, but it won't cost me a nickel. It won't cost me a penny. Yanks and Mets licking their chops for Yamamoto, but does he like the East Coast? I don't know. I think I read that he wants to be in a big market. Is Valhalla signed with the Dodgers? No. Considering the Dodgers' training ability, I think it would be better to take a manga and two others to train and regenerate rather than spend a lot of money on Yamamoto. They're going to get two starters, y'all. Two established starters. That was the goal going in. Now, does Ohtani count in those two with him not pitching in 2025 until 2025? I don't know. Goat predicts we will get him. We will get Yamamoto. And I did remember like last week, and it's all guessing, y'all. I don't claim to be the breaker of news. I'm not that dude. Um, but I did read that Ohtani wanted to play with other Japanese players. I mean, if your primary language is different than the majority of the people you're around, you might like to have, one or two people there that you can talk to without waiting for an interpreter. So I'm thinking that the Yamamoto thing could very well happen. Do you think that it would be harder for the Dodgers to make trade deals since no team wants to help the Dodgers build a super team? Teams don't care as long as they get what they want, Rika. As long as the teams get what they want, they don't care who they're trading with. That's been proven in professional sports since day one, except for Art Moreno and the Dodgers. Um, but yeah, they don't care. The Dodgers farm system is one of the best in the MLB, and these guys that are going to be on this roster without a spot, you know, which one of these pitchers is gone, y'all? Who's gone? Is it Kershaw that's gone? Is it May that's gone? Is it Bueller? It's not going to be Bobby Miller. Um, the Dodgers are yoked here, y'all. This $2 million opens up a whole new world of possibilities. Deferring all this money, it's never been done in professional sports. And it has literally opened up a checkbook for the Dodgers. The Dodgers cleared salary for nearly 2 years, anticipating signing Ohtani, and they thought, man, it's going to cost us a lot. It's probably cost us $5-6 million or 600 million, and then the bill comes due, and it's 20 million. 20 million for the next 10. Then we'll worry about the rest of that shit later. But no, I don't think it'll be harder for them to make trades. Dodgers not having to trade for Shohei means much more trade bait. Absolutely. Won't cost me either. I have enough money to spend with two babies, says Dave Rose. Ohtani has his Japanese interpreter. Yeah, it's not the same, though. It's not the same. I mean, his interpreter is not a professional athlete, not a member of the team, in essence. Yeah, I don't know. I think you probably like to have your homies. I stumbled on a manga following Trevor Bauer on NPB last season. A manga is a stud. I would much rather pay a manga 125 million for five, says Mickey. But why not both? Why not get them both? It's gonna be cursed, says Eddie. Fire Doc, says Nufo. Doc's half Japanese. Ohtani is gonna like Doc's mom's cooking. I don't know about Roberts whether he speaks Japanese. Love your shows. Go Dodgers. Let's get Randy Arozarena, says Paul. We need some right-handed bats. We need some righties. Dodgers about to be a force, Val. Y'all just got the modern day Babe Ruth for $2 million a year. $2 million a year for the first 10, then $68 million a year for 10 years after that. I probably wouldn't even be here for that. Ohtani would, says Paul. I never thought we could get both, says Mickey. Absolutely. I wonder how much Ohtani's interpreter getting paid. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But you know how I am, y'all. Nothing given, everything earned. So let's get one World Series out of this deal before we worry about two. But could this be a trade that puts multiple rings in this organization? Could we rival the New England Patriots in their Super Bowl runs? I mean, time will tell, Time will tell, but there is a possibility. Let's put it that way. Tiny teams are just jealous. Or other teams are just jealous, as Paul. Ariza Reyna and a couple of stud pitchers, says Rika. That's one of the things I think the Dodgers still need, y'all. The Dodgers still need that dog. You know what I mean? They still need that dog in the clubhouse. We got so many nice guys on this baseball team, and we need some dogs, and Ariza Reina would fit the bill. Dodgers could give Ohtani part ownerships after he retires, says Michael Negrete. What's the Dodgers pitching situation? We still need pitchers, Bobby. And we were badly injured last year. Bueller is recovering from an ACL or Tommy John. May as well. But they're all due back. And obviously Ohtani had the second Tommy John surgery of his career in the offseason. So yeah, we need some pitchers. Ohtani is going to turn that 68 mil per year for 10 years into an ownership somehow, says Mickey. I've seen a lot of people predict that, Mickey. Being an interpreter must be a demanding job. Did you have a life of your own? Well, I'm sure he just shows up. There's harder jobs, I'm sure. I'm sure there's harder jobs than hanging out at an MLB ballpark and watching baseball. Yankees, Rangers, Mets, Braves, Astros, Phillies, scared of the Dodgers, says Paul. We'll see. They got to put it together. None of this is guaranteed, y'all. They got to put it together. Yo, bro, I got to go watch my clips later, Valhalla. My youngest just beat his cancer. Oh wow! Congratulations, Mickey. That's great news, and yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to you and yours as well. Yep, Gonsolin had surgery as well. Exactly, and he's a right-handed hitter and an outfielder, which the Dodgers need. Just plug him into left. Plug him into left. Someone will take Chris Taylor off our hands. So you could probably use at least two back in. No, we need two frontline starters, Bobby. Dose. Ohtani was one of my Christmas presents, says Paul. Nufo already predicted Dodgers 142 and 20. Eddie Arcio checks in. 64 in the house. But yeah, if the Dodgers were to give that Yamamoto 300 million over 10 to mirror Ohtani's contract, at least in length, $1 billion invested in pitchers in real money. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Like 1/3 of your franchise. I mean, what would the Dodgers sell for if they sold them? They would pull what, 3.5 billion, 4 billion, 5 billion? I love Kershaw, but I hope the Dodgers don't spend 20 million on him. They really need to move on from Kershaw. Absolutely. Absolutely. Betts, Freeman, Ohtani, scary lineup, says Paul. Ariza Reina would be a huge get if it works out for him, says Beantown Breakdown. I wanted that guy you guys got, Bobby. I wanted that little Captain America fella that Boston signed last week. I wonder what Seager's thinking now, says Paul. Seager's got him a World Series, y'all. Seager's got money, and he won the World Series that everyone said he was not going to win. Everybody, when he left, we all said it. Be honest, we all said it. We all said you're going to Texas and you're not going to win nothing. Well, he is a World Series champion and a World Series MVP, a two-time World Series MVP. Where should Ohtani bat in the lineup? Um, I've seen the pontificators saying that the likely top four in the lineup would be Mookie, Ohtani, Freeman, and then Will Smith is cleanup with Max Muncy batting in the 5 hole. Any basketball this week? Yeah, I'm doing Lakers tomorrow night. Lakers versus Mavericks. Yeah, Tyler O'Neill. We need a bad boy batter like Manny Machado. I just want one that's a dog, yo. I don't want him to be a hot dog, but I want him to be a dog. You know what I mean? I don't want him to be Juan Bozo. I don't want him to be Tatis, but I do want a dog in the lineup. Last now, Yamamoto, Arizarena, Willie Adames, or Cease is Paul. Bobby says I'd put Ohtani second. Rika says Seager is doing just fine. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm happy for him, by the way. I am happy for Corey Seager. I loved him with the Dodgers. No Adame, says Rika. Calling it Trout to the Dodgers in a super trade deadline. Kidding, just kidding. Paul, it wouldn't shock me if Trout ends up here. It wouldn't shock me if Trout ended up in blue, y'all. Trout and Ohtani were very close, y'all. They were very close. So does Ohtani defer the salary with the Dodgers telling him that they're going to go try to get Trout from Anaheim? It's wide open, y'all. It is wide open. Ohtani signing for $2 million a year and deferring the rest has made this so that the Dodgers have the most cash to spend in free agency by far. I heard Yamamoto is on a plane to Toronto and he's ready to sign, says Los Doyers. I don't know what his walk-up song is, Ricky. I have no idea. But I'm about to find out. What if Trout follows Ohtani? That would be wild. He could, man. He could. Maybe they talked about this. Maybe the Dodgers organization and Ohtani talked about this, and maybe that is part of the reason that he deferred so much of that salary. Is Ohtani going to bring the samurai helmet? He doesn't strike me as that guy. Every time I saw him put it on, I felt like he was uncomfortable. And the Dodgers have never been gimmicky like that. We've never done the swag chain. We've never done wheel barrels or any of that weird shit. It's always been some kind of a hand motion or the Freddy dance or something, but it's never been prop related. Will never be traded to the Dodgers. Way too hard, and that Angels owner is an egomaniac, says Rika. You're probably right. You're probably right. But the Dodgers might have given Ohtani some assurance and saying they would try. I mean, the only way Art Moreno saves face now is if he gets a haul from the Dodgers now for something else. That's the only way he saves face. They're in desperate need of pitching, y'all. They are in desperate need of pitching. So as these guys become healthy, as the old redhead gets healthy, as Bueller gets healthy, you never know. About Hernandez? I don't know, Rika. I don't know. Let's see if the Dodgers tweeted anymore. Nope. But again, let's just do a quick review, y'all. Let's just do a quick review. We were sitting here 7 hours ago talking about Joe Kelly being re-signed, and you knew something was up because right by his glove arm, you don't see a red number 17. I mean, we knew that he was coming. We knew that Ohtani was coming, but this was like the first official confirmation from the Dodgers organization. The first time they had spoken. The Dodgers tweeted on December 10th, "Happy birthday to Jaime," their Spanish language announcer. And then they didn't do another tweet until 10 hours ago when they announced the trade to the Yankees of Victor Gonzalez. They pick up Trey Sweeney, and they give up Victor Gonzalez and Jorbit Vivas, the minor leaguer. So that's the first time since December 10th that they had tweeted anything. Right? And then What was before that? December 9th, they wished LAFC good luck in the MLS final. And Taylor on December 7th had a baby. And Happy Hanukkah on the 7th. Obviously announced the signing of Hayward as well. But then today, it finally picked up. Then the Joe Kelly announcement, number missing on the jersey. And then we talked about this, y'all. I read most of it. The Dodgers have signed a two-time American League Most Valuable Player, Shohei Ohtani, to a 10-year contract. Then they do a little welcome video with the number 17 on the character. And then they say it's showtime. And we get Ohtani. There was an old man who was desperately missed that. Ohtani is the kind of guy who don't spend money anyway. Yeah, he apparently doesn't spend money at all. Does this mean Ohtani doesn't have to apply for Social Security? He won't even be of age yet. You might be all excited you got this new picture for the LA Dodgers, but one thing you have to understand, he's only going to pitch every 4 or 5 nights. That's when he'll pitch. Yeah, but he can be a DH every other night. The whole team has to step up for you guys to win the World Series, not just one player. Absolutely. Nobody disagrees with that, Brian. Actually, Ohtani is used to pitching every 6 nights, which may present issues in 2025, says Summer O. They'll figure it out, y'all. We literally got to the postseason last year, almost won 100 games with like 5 of our pitchers, our starting pitchers, injured. So I like our chances. Let's put it that way. I like our chances. I like our chances. I really love Burns, and I think he would sign with them, even though he's represented by Scott Boras, says Ricky. Yeah, all the teams, whenever they hear Boras, they're like, oh no. Whenever they hear Scott Boras. Now you have this new picture. Now you have this new picture and these new players. One thing you have to do is go to a couple games next year or the year after. If we can't get Yamamoto, I say go for Burns and Imanga, says Dan Inspiration. I think Martinez is gone, Ricky. I think um, Martinez obviously showed out last year for the Dodgers, did very well. I think he earned a bigger contract than what the Dodgers paid him last year, a lot bigger. And I think there'll be a team out there that signs him. It wouldn't shock me if it was the Diamondbacks or maybe even the Padres. 65 in the house, y'all. I appreciate you joining me here for this special Blue Crew report. Shohei Ohtani joins the Dodgers, just announced on X. I've seen Ohtani play in person about a dozen times, and he brings a buzz that no one else does, says Summer O. It looks like we got a viewer from Japan. Welcome to the channel. I think the Blue Jays are looking at JD. I wish I could read Japanese, sir, but I cannot. I apologize. Why wouldn't you think they would sign the other Chinese pitcher that's a rookie? I think it's wide open who they sign. Personally, I think we have no idea what's going to happen in the next 3 weeks with this Dodger team. But I know it's going to be exciting, and I know they're not done. I know they are still open for business. No need for Martinez. We have our DH Ohtani, says Blue. Truth. Truth. You send me a message, COO? What's going on? Well, someone was giving away a dog. A team that needs a DH will sign him, says Blue. The center fielder from Korea is a typical player that the Dodgers love. He doesn't ever strike out. Good discipline at the plate. Spring training at Ranch will be crazy, says Paul. I might have to go up there, man. I live in Arizona, Paul. If they win the World Series in 25 or 26, are you going to go to the parade? I don't live in Los Angeles, Brian. I live in Arizona. I bet Nolan Arenado wishes he could be a Dodger, says Dan. I say the Diamondbacks. I say the Diamondbacks. He played there before, says Rhodes. Should be interesting. You know who we haven't brought in? You know who we haven't brought into the stream, y'all? What was his name, y'all? What was his name last year? Points McBanky is up in here, up in here. What is Otani's dog's name? I heard that it could be Dodger Dog. He could always drive out there, says Brian. Please hit that subscribe, y'all. Please hit the subscribe if you're new. I did well over 90% of the Dodgers games last year. Did watch party live streams. Plan on doing that again. And I hope to do a lot of standalone content about the Dodgers as well. You know, players are going to want to play with Ohtani. I would think. Wouldn't you want to play with one of the best players in the history of the game? Oh, please, not Arenado. That guy has plenty of chance to be a Dodger, but obviously he wasn't interested. Yeah, that was funny, Silver. I agree. That was funny. Man, Points McBanky, he made it a while, y'all. He made it a while. Most of those interns get fired after like 3 days. Most of them have been replaced by AI. El Pepe says, I'm so excited, y'all. I can't wait to see this. Has anyone gotten their Otani jersey yet? Not me yet, El Pepe. He had many names. No, it was always a new hire, Mr. Rhodes. It was never the same guy. We just have a type that we like to hire. I wish I knew what that dude was saying. Someone put what that guy's putting in the chat in Google Translate and tell me what he's saying. I don't know how to do it. Arenado never wanted to play in LA. I bet he regrets it now, says Paul. Kelly taking 99, such a great move. We heard that it was a different number, Paul, like 53. Like it was an old 53 or something. If you're a pitcher, wouldn't you want to pitch for the Dodgers? Says Maverick. I don't know. We don't have a good history on Tommy John elbow. It's a little scary. Of course, the surgery is named after a former Dodger. When you think of all the players the Dodgers didn't go after, it seems that if this was a move they were planning on. Absolutely, Ricky. They've been planning on this for the better part of a year and a half, 2 years. And I bet you that they had a offer loaded up for the Angels at the deadline last year. This is what it's all about, y'all. This is what we're trying to get. More of these. We're trying to get more rings. But you got to remember that that wild card thing's still going to be happening this year, y'all. So whoever wins their division, whoever has the two best records in baseball, they're going to have to take a week off. Maybe even longer than 2 years. I don't know. I think it probably revved up. I think it revved up, about halfway through the year prior. That's when I think that the Dodgers, as an organization, said, we're bringing the best player in baseball. But what if he didn't get hurt late last year, y'all? What if he didn't get hurt late last year? What would this number be then? Everybody took a chance here, right? The Dodgers take a chance on Ohtani, betting that he's going to recover from his second Tommy John surgery. Ohtani takes a bet on the Dodgers, betting that they're not going to go bankrupt in the next 20 years and have him lose out on all of it. So there is risk on both sides of the coin here for both Ohtani and the Dodgers organization. Summer Ope says Google Translate is saying that the Japanese person is talking about their school dance club loving Ohtani. He is like a national hero in Japan, y'all. Without at least two all-star caliber pitchers, I will start to be pessimistic if the Dodgers get to the playoffs. We're going to the playoffs. Playoffs? Playoffs? Can we get a translator for the chat? Dave says Val's been saying for 2 years that we're going after Ohtani. And what else did I say, Dave? I said whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Dodgers are going to make a super team, says that one girl, Azu. There's so many good hitting teams like the Braves and Phillies. They need those big time pitchers, says Maverick. Other teams and haters are just jealous. Truth. We saw a lot of that today on X. We saw a lot of that on the old X. But I'll tell you what, for the second night in a row, or the second day in a row, the Dodgers have not hit a home run, but bobblehead Garvey, he is shook, ladies and gentlemen. He is shook. Shohei Ohtani officially, per the Dodgers Twitter account, their X account, is a Los Angeles Dodger. Hello, Alex. I know they will get to the playoffs, but it won't be confident without two-star pitchers. Yeah, pitching is what still wins in the postseason, isn't it? Pitching and some timely hitting. All right, we are about an hour and 20 minutes into this this short stream here, y'all. I'll probably shut it off in about 10. But man, we'll have a lot to talk about over the next few weeks as the Dodgers try to go out and further enhance this roster. And we want to be here for it. Everyone's jealous of the pretty girl, but everyone wants her, says Mr. Summerove. Life Journey says potential rotation for the Dodgers as early as 2025 could look like Ohtani, Suzuki, Yamamoto, Mueller, and Bueller. That's crazy. That is insane. That is insane. I did see another deal that said that in their careers combined, LeBron James and Steph Curry, all their salary combined does not add up to 700 million, chat. You might need six pitchers to some row. Well, you got May sitting there, still coming back. We talked about Bueller, and don't forget those young kids that got us through the middle of last year, y'all. Don't forget those young pitchers that got us through the middle of last year. They near the end of the regular season, they went I don't know how many games without giving up a run. Some of them are still on sale. Some of them are sold out, Mike. Life Journey says, I bought my Ohtani jersey this morning. There you go. We're going to get a ring in 3 years. We're going to do the before that, y'all. We got to get it before that. I want the ring this year. I want number one this year, and then we'll worry about the rest. I mean, I haven't seen stats yet on the Dodgers, whether they'll win the World Series. Let's try this. Okay, the Dodgers odds to win the World Series moved from plus 700 to plus 550 today. So we are the new favorite at plus 550. And the Jays, the poor Canadians, before the signing, they were plus 900 to win the World Series. Now they are plus 1,500. Shit changes. I still say Bobby Bonilla will still be collected. The way it works out, Brian, I saw the breakdown on it. Bonilla collects 1 year after the 10 years. So him and Ohtani will be both collecting the big paychecks that year, 1 year of the 10. Ohtani starts the year that Bonilla's runs out. Paul says the press conference I heard is going to be on Thursday. Okay, well, I'm going to be on for that. In fact, I'm a fun Dodger 40 years. I'm so happy to know Ohtani came to the Dodgers. Hi from Japan, says Alex. Welcome back, Alex. You've been in the stream a couple times here lately, but welcome back. Just watch. Yamamoto going to sign tomorrow with the Dodgers, says El Pepe. Maybe the Dodgers need some time. Maybe that's why they're not going to have the presser till Thursday, anticipating that they're going to have two pitchers up there from Japan. Oh my God, it's true, says Brian. You will love this channel. Best Dodgers dreams, coolest people, much more, says Summer Hope. I appreciate it. Yamamoto has stated he wants to sign before Christmas, says Slam My Face. Well, what are we at? We're at the 11th, so 2 weeks from today, COO says. Fanatics has the jersey available for 134. Yeah, but El Pepe, look at the other jersey. The other jersey is already sold out, the pricey one. The $350 one is already sold out. By the way, I mentioned it earlier in this stream. Ohtani is sponsored by Fanatics. It's one of his big sponsorships. Fanatics, New Balance sneakers, and then a number of companies in Japan. Yamamoto met with the Giants yesterday, Yankees today. How many teams left for him to meet? I have no idea. I just heard he was East Coasting it this week. I heard he was East Coasting it this week. Yeah, this rivals Alex with the signing of Nomo, no doubt. A little bit bigger, I think, than them signing Hideo Nomo, but absolutely huge, huge. Bobby says, bro, I just had to open a window in 18-degree weather because Fenway just cleaned house. He got you. He crop dusted you, buddy. I actually really would have considered buying the Ohtani authentic jersey, says El Pepe. Fanatics loved his Dodgers choice then. Worldwide brand, says Summer Oak. Brian, just in endorsements, Ohtani, per the Los Angeles Times, he makes north of $40 million a year in endorsements and NIL, name, image, likeness. I think Yamamoto met with the Yankees in LA. Yeah, I think they did. They came to LA. Yamamoto was in LA. He was at a Laker game last week, sitting in the second row. So I don't think the Dodgers, um, did not have a meeting with him. But as we've seen, the Dodgers were very tight-lipped. Other than that little blurb with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers were very tight-lipped all through this, even going through today. Before finally announcing it as official. Robin Brazel says, I'm late. Well, you're here. 40 million, no wonder he deferred. Yeah, you could only, it's like a Colombian drug lord, y'all. You could only hide so much money. You can only hide so much cash. But so he'll just put that in a future fund, right? It's just sitting there as a promised money. And like I said, he can borrow off of that if he ever wanted to get anything huge. Yeah, we also saw Brian that the Angels because of Ohtani were averaging making about 20 million off of him, off of his because he was a member of the team. The Angels were making 20 million a year um because he was a member. No, hell no, we're not done, Bobby. We're not done. Nope. I'm sure Ohtani has something in the contract that the Dodgers have to spend right up to the luxury threshold for him to defer it like he did. But it was his idea. The whole deferment idea was Ohtani's idea, according to what I've read. Yeah, Ohtani is an absolute blur on the base paths, y'all. Long legged and an absolute blur on the base paths. Yeah, we're not done, Bobby. We're not done. They're trying to dominate this next decade, Bobby. They're probably trying to equal that or beat that Patriot record of championship wins in a 10-year period.
Are you almost done?
Yeah, why? You need something?
Yeah, you.
Oh,
But I put in my room, that's why I'm asking.
no, I'm going to get off here in a minute, in about 10.
So you said 10 minutes ago.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to be the biggest jersey. It's absolutely going to be the highest jersey sold in the MLB this year. He made the Dodgers an offer they couldn't refuse, says Brian. I think probably there was some truth to the Toronto stuff. And I think in his heart, he wanted to play for the Dodgers. And I think probably the offers were probably comparable. And then he went to the Dodgers and said, hey, I'll defer it. And you just add another $50 million to it in that second 10 years. And we'll get her done. And yeah, worldwide seller. Absolutely, Summer Oak. Absolutely. All right. Well, this was fun, y'all. This was way fun. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. Watch for more Dodger content on the channel, not just live streams. I'll be doing some standalone videos. Um, and we'll be watching all the happenings all the happenings this week as the Dodgers try to further improve this team for the 2024 MLB season. Pitchers and catchers report in just a few months. The first game for the LA Dodgers, led by Shohei Ohtani, will be in Korea against the San Diego Padres, a 2-game series, and I'll be doing streams for those hopefully. And yeah, looking forward to it. His jersey may not sell so well in Canada, so I like this as geeky. Yeah, I had fun here too, y'all. We're gonna have some fun here with these Dodgers here, like we always have, But I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to the members, the moderators, the subscribers, the viewers that have not subscribed. Thank you also to the trolls. We had a couple trolls that stopped in for a little bit. We're getting the second Valhalla Sports Talk jet painted up in Dodger blue, the Fadeland Express. So look for that in the future. And I appreciate all of you hanging out with me tonight. But for now, anyway, Valhalla Sports Talk is off the air. Good night, everybody. Shohei Ohtani, officially a Los Angeles Dodger. Subscribe, like, turn on bell notifications. And Valhalla Sports Talk is off the air.